Qanum jitwani, hui jujuklqa, allairum pitjulaam kingun gelutung. Yoqsukitamakut ilagautlhat, atrit jali, jaka peralhit jimmiumaut. Hui jujuklqa.
What does my future hold? What to decide, but it's a heavy load. Can't find my way, oh, can't you give me a map? Drinking is no escape. Can't you see it's just a trap? Wanna do what's right and keep my mind so free. Running away won't make my hurt disappear. I know it's my choice. I want something more, but I don't know how. I cry for lost friends and for bitter ends. I see hope through my tears, conquering my fears, wondering, worrying, what will I be? Maybe it's all up to Why won't you listen to me? Living in a haze, the future's hard to see. Can't find my way, oh, can't you give me a map? Drinking is no escape. Can't you see it's just a trap? Looking ahead, the future waits for me. There stands life's door, and only I have the key. I know I must make my choice.
Hey, you guys, we're in the party. Hi.
Look what I got from you guys up in that cake.
Are you sharing? Here, Joyce, have some.
Oh, thanks. Give me that bomb, man. I need it.
Looks like you're getting pretty drunk there.
Yeah, like that party about a year ago. Your cousin. I'm trying to forget that night.
Why?
I couldn't believe what happened. It was on a Saturday night, just like this one. I'd been doing the laundry all day, and we were really bored. Well, anyway, we were drinking. Well, not too much. I really don't remember how much I drank, but the whole night was just kind of a blur now. After we were drinking, we got my uncle's truck. He always left the keys in it. He tried to get me to let her drive, but I said no. We were acting crazy, and I guess I wasn't paying attention to how I was driving. Right when we went past the church, I heard a thump. Christy wanted me to stop, but Eleanor said we just hit a chunk of ice or something. I don't know. Maybe we were going too fast. Later, I said goodbye to the girls, went home and slept. About 3 in the morning, I woke up. My uncle was shaking me. He looked really angry, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. My aunt was looking at me, screaming, "Why? Why?" Then I looked at the floor where my aunt was sitting. There was a blanket covering my little cousin. He wasn't moving, and the blanket was all covered with blood. His eyes were open, but I could tell he wasn't breathing anymore. That story sounds like a nightmare, but it wasn't just a dream. It really happened. I ran over my cousin when I was drunk. He's dead, and he'll never grow up. Every time I see my auntie, I remember her screaming at me, "Why? Why?" My mom won't let any of us have alcohol in our house now. But I still drink. Before I drank to have a good time. Now I drink to forget.
Well, it wasn't your fault. You were drunk.
Yes, it was my fault. No one held my mouth open for that booze on my throat. Drinking was my choice.
So why are you still drinking? I know how you feel, Tara. My cousin died too.
What's happened?
I grew up in Tanana, living with my cousins until, well, I'd better start in the beginning. My cousin Mary was a really pretty girl. She was a little older than I am, and I always looked up to her. I guess when I was little, I never realized that she was always drinking. But later, I found out she started drinking when she was only 9 or 10 years old. In high school, Mary was late all the time because she drank and stayed up all night. When she did come to school, she was lazy and her brain was slow. She just barely graduated and then got pregnant. I remember being excited because she was going to have a baby. I didn't know it, but Mary wasn't even sure who the father of her baby was. She had been drunk at some party and was with a lot of guys. It didn't even matter to her. She just kept on drinking. I remember Mary, pregnant, sitting by the window, half stoned, singing a lullaby one afternoon. It was the only time I ever heard her talking to the baby. She was drinking. Life's a bitch, she told me. I wish I'd never been born. There's nothing to do and nowhere to go. I can only hope this baby will love me. Mary didn't know it, but as she took swallow after swallow of that booze, she was killing her baby. The baby who was the only hope she ever had for happiness. Her baby was born in February. Mary didn't even have time to name it before the baby boy died. The health aide didn't tell her why her baby died. But later, a nurse came to our house and talked to Mary about fetal alcohol syndrome. The baby's lips were thin and he had really small eyes. I guess his brain was messed up from Mary drinking while she was pregnant. Mary acted like she didn't even care. We buried the baby and had a funeral and everything. She just pretended like it never even happened. The next winter, Mary applied for a job to be an aide at the school library. I was so excited for her. I thought she'd be able to start over and make something of her life. Mary started acting alive again. She was funny and happy and not drunk all the time. Then one night, she and her boyfriend were drinking and they had a big fight. I guess he hit her. Anyway, she got really mad, so she took off running into the tundra. It was very cold that night. Temperatures were way below zero, and the wind was blowing hard. I remember my auntie saying, "I wonder where Mary is." Nobody worried too much because she was always staying with her boyfriend. The next day, Mary was still gone. I went up to look for her. She wasn't at her boyfriend's house, so I started walking up a trail where I knew she'd like to go. I found her, curled up in a little ball, like a baby. At first, I thought she was just asleep, But then I realized something was horribly wrong. Mary was dead, frozen to death on the tundra. She knew how to take care of herself when she was sober, but I guess she was too drunk to even think about the cold weather.
Thinking about Mary hurts. Mary always told me that she drank because she had so many problems. I can see now that it was the other way around. Mary had so many problems because she drank. I wonder what her life could have been like. A job, a husband, a healthy baby. Mary was so pretty and, oh well, it doesn't matter. Alcohol destroyed everything she ever was and ever could have been.
You know, I don't want to sound mean, Ruth, but what happened to your cousin Mary? It just seems like it was her own fault. But my little brother, I think it was just an accident. Not really his choice. He was just a kid.
What happened?
Don't you know, Ruth? No, remember? She just moved here last fall.
You guys knew my little brother John, right? Oh, when he was in the first grade, John was always bugging me, following me everywhere, and hanging around my friends. You guys knew my dad was always in Bethel drinking and stuff. I guess John sort of looked up to me because Dad was gone. But back then I didn't even think of that. It just always got on my nerves. John would come into school, follow me to open gym, get in my way and embarrass me. I guess he just wanted some attention. He never seemed to notice that I didn't want him around. Anyhow, one night after open gym, my best friend Jacob and I and some other guys decided to go sniff gas. We went back behind the gas tanks by the school. I'll skip the gas tank back there. We got the gas out of people's boats and snuggles. I didn't know Johnny was following me. He was supposed to be at home in bed. He was hiding behind the tanks watching us, I guess. We started feeling high, laughing. Johnny came out from behind the tree. Jacob was pretty high by now. He yelled, "Hey Johnny, be a man, sniff some gas." Everybody laughed, but I got really ticked off. "Get lost," I snarled. "Go home, you're just a baby. Get lost, kid." Really, I didn't want him to even think about sniffing gas. We learned in school that sniffing gas kills brain cells, and another friend of mine who sniffed gas every day since 4th grade had really turned stupid. What happened later, I'll never really know for sure. Johnny was crying when he left. I guess he decided he was going to sniff gas like his big brother. Some example I was. He must have gone home and climbed upon my three-wheeler, unscrewed the gas cap, and stuck his little face in there. The VPO said he sat up after that, but he was so little, the gas really got him. He passed out and fell over his face, landing in the open. I guess he laid there inhaling gas until he died. Johnny, oh Johnny, I wish you were here now. I'd show you what it really means to be a man.
I'm really sorry, Andrew. I didn't even know about it.
I wonder if there are little kids out there watching us drink right now.
Yeah. I've already made my choice. I'm not ever drinking again. Not after what happened to Lefa.
Why do I have to keep talking about this stuff? I'm trying to forget and have a good time.
That's what Myrna and Letha thought they were doing too.
I've heard of Myrna, but who's Letha?
Tell her, Joyce, Letha was your best friend.
Was? Yeah.
Tell it, Joyce, that's why I'm not drinking now, isn't it?
Well, when I was a freshman, we were having a party. Just like this one. All the seniors were there, and that was the first time they had let me and Letha hang around in one of their parties. Letha's older sister, Myrna, was a senior then, and she and Letha were always real close. Letha and I never really drank before then, but we wanted to fit in, you know.
Anyway, Letha started feeling a little high. She said, "Let's race our snowgoes to the high school." Well, it was March, and the river was starting to thaw in a few places, but everybody was still driving on it.
You just had to be careful. Letha took off on her brother's brand new snowmobile. She was going really fast, looking over her shoulder, yelling to me to hurry up. I couldn't get my old snowmobile started. I thought she'd probably come back to see where I was, but she never did come back. After a while, Myrna came over and asked me where Letha was. When I told her what had happened, she said, "Let's go." She got a flashlight, and we took off, walking across the slough, following Letha's snow-go tracks. What did we find? Tracks. Letha's tracks leading right into open water. It was June before they found Letha's body way downriver. We had the funeral at church, but back in March at school, we held a memorial service, and then a bunch of us walked up to the cemetery. I expected Myrna to be sad, crying, but she was angry. Myrna didn't usually like to talk in front of people, but that day was different.
Listen, what happened to my sister Letha was stupid. Do you hear me? Stupid. Letha had never even been drunk before, but she just drank enough to fog up her head, so she wasn't as careful as she would have been. We all said we were just having fun. Some fun. She's dead. Do you hear me? Gone forever. One night of drinking, that's all it took for her. Well, listen to me. I can have fun without booze. I'm leaving for college in September, and I never want to get a letter from home telling me someone else has died. Oh, we hear the stories. She wrecked in his boat, she froze to death, but the real reason they died was alcohol. I am making a choice never to drink or get high again. That's my choice. I think the best memorial we could ever give Letha would be a promise not to drink again.
So that's why you see this Coke in my hand. I've made a choice. To Letha.
To my cousin Mary.
To my little brother John.
What about you, Tara? What's your choice?
I don't know. I like drinking. It makes me forget. I can handle it, no big deal.
Yeah, your auntie has to handle the rest of her life.
Shut up, Andrew.
Fine, Tara. You're making your choice. We all have to do it for ourselves. You've made your choice, and I've made my choice. Let's see what kind of lives we have. To life. To life.
Like,
Tutuukska. Pojuhsit tällaako mashuukukuvun. Akkeetormit talis Yupiit School District. Akili mashuuk. Tutuukska ukuunnukuentamik Department of Education, State of Alaska.